Hi, I'm Joey Mazzola.
I'm Vinny.
Hello, I'm Charlie Grover.
And I'm Mike Cross, and we're Sponge, or partly.
Yeah, we played Boston, I don't know, probably about 4 or 5, maybe 6 times now. Seems to be a real good town for rock and roll, you know, Aerosmith and all that. Especially a city like New York, that's a city that you could hear anything. And same thing goes for LA. There's so many diverse styles in both those coastal cities, and I think they're more open to music that's more out there. You know, they're actually more jaded because they've heard it all. You know, so it's a tougher crowd, I think, to play in New York and LA.
I think it is more of a musical statement than an overall, a concept necessarily. The common denominator, throughout the record is something that I really feel is something that draws from what we feel is like great rock and roll roots. That is something that we kind of directly drew from. But you can't deny the New York influence of, like, say, for example, Lou Reed. So between Lou Reed, which led to Bowie and to Iggy and that whole feel, that's what we were really trying to make a musical statement towards on the record. Some people don't get that, because they don't know about that stuff. But it's about doing research. You know what I mean? I listened to Led Zeppelin and I saw Willie Dixon credited for a Zeppelin tune, and I go, well, who's Willie Dixon? And I'd go see Willie Dixon. You know what I mean? People listen to maybe Rancid and they go, yeah, it's Rancid. But, to do a little research and maybe look for the influences, of a band like Rancid, that's what you need to do. And that, it's all about educating yourself about the music and where it came from, So, bands like Marilyn Manson, and for what it's worth, like the latest Stone Temple Pilots release, there's bands that are just like, they're undeniable rock and roll bands, and they're putting on a show, and they feel good about that aspect of the music again, the performance and the writing of the music, and that's where I see this current trend going, and I think it's kind of refreshing, especially a band like Marilyn Manson.
Sony has a website for us, and you can get through that by www.com, Sony.
Sony.com.
Sony.com, yeah. Internet geek here. So you can get to it that way, and then also there's a link to a good friend of mine that designed a web page for us, and he did a really, really outstanding job, really, really great job. And I gave him a whole bunch of stuff, pictures of us backstage, that only like I could get, goofy stuff.
That's scary.
Yeah, really, there's some great stuff, man, really funny stuff. And unfortunately, I don't know the address to get to it, but if you go to the Sony website, there's a direct link to it. It's awesome. Hopefully we can, we're already taking advantage of it. We've already done some things like that. Hopefully we can continue. Maybe the next CD we put out will be one of those CD-ROM audio / CD-ROM things,